Welcome everybody back to the Fight Rundown, episode 273. I'm Jeevan, I'm here with
Ballsy.
And we're here for a little catch-up. You know, a bit of a sports rundown. We're talking about all things fighting, boxing related. It's been a bit of a quiet one starting off.
Stinker.
Yeah, again, for the UFC and boxing world balls.
100%. I mean, you look at what's been going on recently, so we've just had Galal Yafai fight. I mean, he boxed a guy called Rodriguez. Big puncher for that weight division, but Galal Yafai loses. Giorgio Vasoli, he looks really good, doesn't he? Looks like a good fighter.
I watched Baku, UFC Baku last night, so...
UFC Baku?
Yeah.
Who fought last night?
Jamal Hill, Khalil Roundtree.
Oh, did Roundtree win?
Give us a update on the whole boxing, and then I'll go ahead and pick up on the UFC if you want.
Well, what's actually
nothing happened the week before, didn't it?
No. Brian Norman is a little bit more of a bit more knowledge for you. Brian Norman, I know, boxed a Japanese guy. I can't quite remember his name. Undefeated Brian Norman, world champion, gets the stoppage in the 4th round, I believe it was. Pat Brown gets his. Pat Brown looks good. He got his. He wins his 2nd fight as a professional. Already booked on for the Jack Catterall card. Bit of a crazy card, that. I mean,
it's kind of stacked.
It is. It's and I tell you what, it's crazy. You know, Harlem Eubank goes from fighting McKenna. I can't remember his first name.
Stevie McKenna.
Summit McKenna.
One of the two.
Yeah, and now he's going straight in against Jack Catterall. It's crazy. Didn't really expect that. It's a big.
This is all thanks to Chris, isn't it? If the Chris and Ben fight wasn't as big.
Harlem's pretty good though, from what I've seen, but it's just a little bit. Oh, he's a little bit of a Coley or a Bawatsi. You know what I mean? You know, he's a little bit boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I say, it's been a quiet one. Of course. We've already spoken about and posted. I think the last time we spoke about boxing was Wardley at Portman Road.
Yeah.
And then since then, that's pretty much been it. The big card's been pretty much Galal Yafai being back. So I believe that was in Birmingham in Brum. So not much happening on this side. What about you, mate, for UFC?
UFC, we'll go with Usman first.
Yes.
Kamaruddin. Usman beating Hakeem Buckley. Great fight. Really entertaining. That was really fun to watch. It was a nice Sunday morning watch as well last week. Just chilling. Kamaru Usman, he's the man. I do think he's the man. I rate him so highly. So happy to see him back. Crazy cool promo at the end. Held tears back and then talk about how he's the boogeyman of the division. How he's got no knees and everyone needs to stop saying that. And look at, he wrestled, he did what he needed to do to beat Buckley. We saw a bit of old school Usman, 2016, 17, 18 Usman wrestling at the highest ability. Buckley said, look, I need to get working with Usman. Obviously, this is what happens when you have such a small training team, when you're so narrow-minded into having, like, for example, I don't know, a small circle in your fight team. At the end of the day, it affects you when it comes to fighting certain oppositions. So, again, what can I say? I've only fought once, only amateurs. But, yeah, I mean, it's like, that's why when you're at that level and you're fighting for titles, you need to be expanding, trying to get as much work in. That's why a lot of boxers go away to spar, because you're getting different feels.
Yeah, of course.
Buckley, I'm pretty sure, stays with the same 4 people training. So, he went out and said, maybe I do need to go out and start venturing out and train with other people.
Yeah, 100%, because I think that was quite similar with, you know, when you could take it to boxing, the likes of Anthony Yard, stay in the same stable, not even spar, let alone go with other people.
Don't get me wrong, you can still be loyal.
Yeah, of course, but there's no to do with loyalty when it comes to just going to different gyms, going sparring, is it? But like I say, Yard used to never really venture outside of his gym.
Now he's training with Max Barnett.
Yeah, exactly. Now he's training with the man, Bad News Barnett. So, he's actually ventured out. Looks like a better fighter for it. So, you know, this is the only way.
Yeah, 100%. I think Buckley's going to be back. He's an animal anyway. It's not like he's a bad fighter. He's going to look, I think, probably even stronger when he returns. And then moving on to this weekend, it was UFC Baku. Obviously, you was pretty busy on Saturday. We'll talk about that later, because that's definitely something we've got to talk about on the pod. But yeah, we saw Jamal Hill versus Khalil Roundtree. I'm trying to think what else happened in this card. Ignacio Bahamondes for Rafael Fiziev. Really fun fight. Fiziev getting the win. I didn't even realize Fiziev's only had 14 fights, 16 fights. 12 and 4.
He's been there forever.
Innit? Most of his fights have been in UFC, which is crazy. But that was a really fun fight to watch. I'd love to see. I know it'll never work out unless one goes up, one goes down. But Jan versus Fiziev would be such a sick fight. And like a bit of a dream fight. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, what else? Curtis Blades return. Nice to see him back after the obviously Tom Aspinall loss. And then the main event, Khalil Roundtree versus Jamal Hill.
Yeah.
Khalil Roundtree destroys Jamal Hill. Makes really easy work of it. 5 rounds, pieces him up. Jamal Hill had no answer for Khalil. That was the story of the fight.
Guy's a true martial artist, man.
He is 100%.
So good.
Jamal had no answer for him. His legs were beat up. He got knocked down a bunch of times. Just a beating, and probably the perfect way Khalil likes to fight. Dare I say it? I'm not going to say it, but maybe 1 or 2 more cards. UFC might be back. Okay, just saying it. We've had 3 fire cards. The O'Malley card was really good. Usman card was really good top to bottom. And then this card was really fun to watch. And it was at UK time. Finished at 11 p.m. So got to watch a lot of the card while just playing a bit of blackjack, which was nice. But, mate, 3 good cards for the UFC and 3 well-rounded cards.
It was looking good. It's like, for the UFC,
we want to see the
sport
do well. We want to see
of course. It's looking good for the UFC. Boxing, you have a great card in Ipswich. Okay, let's see what happens. Galal, your 5 card. Oh. Then Queensbury, doing God's work at the moment. Look, to be honest, though, actually saying that, what has Queensbury done recently?
Let's go. Let's check.
Because I'm not hearing much from Queensbury.
Let's go Queensbury, Matchroom.
Yeah, because, look, a huge fight. Usyk Dubois there. But Ryan Garner, Reece Bellotti, that's such a...
Tick box exercise right there, isn't it? The tick box exercise. Right, let's go.
Right.
Washed.
Yeah.
Great card.
Great card. Terrible.
You can't put this as part of Queensbury. Let me just drag 1 second, guys. Let me just show you the screen as well, so you guys aren't lost. Right. Let's just go from the beginning of the year. There's nothing else to talk about anyway. So, right, starting off here. It was all right.
I was disappointed. Yeah.
Not counting.
No.
Washed.
Yeah. Good.
Bad.
Yeah. It was all right.
Okay. Apart from the main event was good. Everything else pretty rubbish.
Mid.
Don't care.
Yeah.
High key didn't really care, to be honest. But crazy moment.
Yeah. I'm a big hoonie.
Peer pressure. Come on, man.
Decent name.
How long have they been advertising this? It just shows they've just put one big fight on.
Yeah.
Really pushing it. Queensbury overall is not bad. It isn't bad.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
Considering the way we've been gassing him up, it's not good enough, that.
No. Not at all, yeah.
Considering he's meant to be the guru, the boxing guru at the moment.
And then go to Matchroom Boxing.
Right. I think they put on a few more cards, to be fair.
Obviously they're a bit more...
Yeah.
Don't care. Opetire, I don't care about Opetire's.
I'm
being honest.
You get the guy in with Zerdo or Bivol.
And then I care.
And then you care, but who's...
Tick box exercise. Tick box exercise. Tick box exercise. I don't mind this little next-gen type.
I know that Bilal, is it Bilal, who got the draw with Janae Bossan?
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Good lad, yeah. I was quite surprised, actually.
Yeah, that was pretty mad.
Catchup,
okay.
It's decent.
It was okay. Don't count.
Don't count.
This...
I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, didn't know what happened. This...
Crocker, Donovan...
don't care.
On
It was
paper,
a controversial decision, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good fight on paper, but...
Don't care.
No.
Don't care. I mean, quite cool, but again, glorified journeyman fight in the main event.
Yeah.
On his debut.
That's crazy. That's
Ennis.
Stanionis again on paper, a decent fight, but Ennis just too good. You know, good to watch.
Yeah.
Smith again, he's getting on.
Tick box.
He's getting on my tits.
Yeah.
Dalton Smith.
Yeah.
Step up, man.
It is getting ridiculous. Great card. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Very good. Really, probably card of the year at the moment.
Yeah, can't say anything wrong. Don't count.
Oh, poor though.
Yeah, don't count.
Meh. Mid.
Don't care. Don't count. That's theirs. Don't care. Pretty sick.
Decent card.
Terrible.
Mid. And what's even coming up? So Carol
this is a
Eubank.
co-promotion card. And that's your main event.
Carol Eubank and peer pressure coming up.
Matchroom are in the mud.
Yeah, that's so bad.
UFC.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see what UFC. And we're not going to go through the whole of UFC just because we talk about the UFC a lot more. But we'll just go over recent. Let's go from here. What is that? What's it? But then, like I said, 3 great cards in a row. What are we keeping the momentum rolling? Of course we are.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that's pretty bad, but insane. Decent fight. I'll tune into that.
Whittaker Derrida's a great fight.
That's a good fight. Delete versus Hernandez. Another good fight. Mate, I tell you, it's a last second push. They might snab the fight rundown who won award.
I think
I
think it's a late push, isn't it? Well, I say late. We're halfway in.
That's a crazy month for the UFC, though.
Yeah, that's a good month.
It's a good month. They needed that. Right, enough about sports. Now into another sport, running.
Yeah.
Boys, I'll let you take it away. Well, I blow my nose.
Yeah, Saturday morning, I'd ran a marathon, a full blown marathon, with
you officially.
I
you are
belong
the
to the
streets.
streets.
You're the streets, so aren't you? You was controlling the Grimsby streets.
I was controlling the streets, full marathon I'll add with no training whatsoever.
Crazy.
Decided on Monday, ran it on Saturday, and what I will add is it's a lot further.
Get the stats up, balls.
It's a lot further than you might think.
Tell us the route. What? So you left
God,
yours.
it take a while.
I was trying to figure it out when you sent me it.
Yeah, down Humberston Avenue, up to right at that roundabout where the country park.
Yeah, down to Clay.
Into Cleethorpes, all the way down Cleethorpes, right at Isaacs Hill roundabout, all the way down Grimsby Road, left from Grimsby Road, all the way down Freeman Street up to Miller and Carter, right at Miller and Carter, all the way up to Grimsby College, left at Grimsby College, all the way down into Scartho.
Jesus.
Then back from Scather to New Altham, then cross past the house, and then back up to Humberston Avenue, back down Humberston Avenue again, up to Cleethorpes again.
What the hell?
And then again, get to Isaacs Hill roundabout, 10 left, down all the way up to Linden Club, left past Tesco, down there, then realised, fuck, I'm only 20 miles in. So I had to run round locally for 6 miles. Just round the different blocks and that. It's a lot longer than you think, 26 miles. But yeah, it was good.
How far is the screen's not on, is it? Because I don't want to. That is ridiculous. I'm just going to see. I'm pretty sure my commute to Brig was less than that. I'm sure it was.
Just waiting for my app to load.
Let's just see.
I think it's similar.
23.9
miles.
miles.
No way.
Imagine you ran to Barnaby Top and it still wasn't enough.
That's the thing as well. Do you imagine how soul destroying it is as well when you're meant to have done the route, but you've got 6 more miles to go. It's like, I can't believe it.
That's crazy.
Like I said, I don't know whether I saw a nice guy out walking his dog, or whether it was the Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ, because I was literally like a couple miles away from home, and this random guy come up to me and was like, "Oi, the end is in sight, mate. You're nearly there. You keep going."
So is it 26.3 miles? Is that what it is?
26.2.
26.2 miles. It's only 18. Wait, let me search that up. This is ridiculous. I can't actually believe you did that.
To be fair, I started hurting by mile 5 as well.
26.3 miles. I don't know why it's doing that route though.
Up to Barnaby Top.
It's only to 19. Only 19 miles if you ran it. That's crazy.
Yeah, I probably won't do that again though.
No, never again. How long did it take you?
It was like 4 hours and 50 minutes. Yeah, it's a long trek. But to be fair, it's not too bad because I was aiming for 4.5, so it's not too bad.
And what did you do?
4 hours 50.
Yeah, sick.
But
what time did you start?
5:30 in the morning.
5:30.
Yeah. I was up at 5:45.
Disgusting work.
I know, and funnily enough, I saw a good friend of ours, good friend of the podcast, good friend of the Pad Smith, James McEwen, on his run as well, Saturday morning, 5:30. I was like, oh, nice, and he said, "Got a good look, mate." Hours later, I see him driving round with his kids and his family, ready for their day out, and I'm still fucking running. Yeah, he give us a little beep. I was like, I'm still running. And he's done his run, he's gone home, he's chilled out, got the family together and they're going out, and Bowles is still there running on the streets. I was like, wow, can't believe it. I probably had about 5 miles left. And then saw a good friend, great friend of the podcast, great friend of life, Henry Dixon.
Legendary.
And driving past, and I saw him, he was going to another great friend's house. And I see him and I going, Henry, like that, literally like a couple miles left in, and I was like, Henry,
did he see you?
Right? Yeah, just stuck his hand out the window. But to be honest, there's no time for chatting when you're running a marathon.
Yeah, that's it. Was that the most ultimate lock-in thing you've ever done in your life then?
It definitely was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and like I say, I treated myself to a little McDonald's breakfast this morning because I didn't eat anything barely on the day as well, which is bad because you're meant to refuel massively, but I didn't.
Did you have any beer?
Yeah, I refueled on beer, but obviously lack of food and marathon running, I was pissed like that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Absolutely wankered. And then and a great friend of ours, Archie Fox, says, "Do you want to get a bottle of wine in?" I said, "Yes, please."
Oh yeah, you was at Catchup, wasn't you?
Yeah, so we had I had a bottle of wine before I'd left. I didn't think I was going to go, so I was like, "I'll just have this nice bottle of wine, chill out in the sun, whatever." And then my lady said, "Oh, I'll have to see you a little bit later," and I said, Okay, I'll go to the pub. Couple pints, another bottle of wine, so 2 bottles of wine, 4 pints. I was absolutely wasted and tired and hurting everywhere. It just gave me a huge headache.
But you got through it.
You did get through it. Did get through. I say the only time I'd do it again is, say,
real marathon.
Going on holiday, so I go abroad somewhere. But then even then, I just feel like if we went abroad somewhere, we'd be like, should we just fuck it off? Just chill out.
Yeah, because I'd do, personally, if I did it, if I said I'm doing a marathon holiday, I'd get 5K and be like, great workout that.
Yeah.
Why do I need to do any more? Like, you know what I mean? 5K, like, I can eat what I want during the day. Yeah. 10K, I'm like, right, set.
Yeah.
And then after that, I don't think I'd even want to do anymore.
I've literally, like, generated up, like, the amount of calories that I would have burnt. I've got like a couple of days worth of eating shit right there.
Oh yeah.
But I won't. I'll
stay locked in.
Oh yeah, I'll treat myself a little bit. I was gonna get a couple of beers today, but I'm not gonna. What? Why?
Feeling it.
Why would I?
Let's see how long that lasts.
I mean, I've got my wallet with me. I've got my car with me. We'll see.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
You got to let us know if you want more runners on the pod. We can always sort something out.
Yeah.
Let us know what you want on the pod. I don't know where we're at with it at the moment. Being completely honest, this is a catch with the boys. Very busy in life, but we want to just keep trying to crank out a week's episode here and there. Ideally every week. We don't want to stop our progress. But yeah, it's just becoming not. I don't know what the word is. It's still priority, but just not as much.
It's just a bit difficult to do. Just life's getting in the way a little bit, but
that's why you just got to let us know.
Yeah.
What you want to see, so we can cater to the audience that does still listen, because we don't.
Because if you're genuinely excited to listen during the week, and then you open it up and it's just a fucking quiz.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Or it's a quiz. To do. It's like one of them. It's like, it's a quiz. Or it's a quiz.
Yes, but if it's just it's a quiz.
Yeah.
And you think you waited all week just for a quiz. Well, then if it's a quiz, then it's all right. But if it isn't,
or Q&As or more guests, or
just let us know.
Just let us know, because we just want to keep it going, keep it pushing. We don't know where it's taking us at the moment, but we're just staying consistent. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
Just like you should with everything in life. But other than that, hit the button.
Wrong one.
I've been Jeeve.
I've been Balls.
Check us out on
Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Deezer, Podbean, BBC Sounds,
Samsung Listen,
Amazon
Alexa.
That's a new one.
Amazon Alexa.
Wherever you want to get your podcasts, you can get them.
That's it. Well, I've been Jeeve.
Been Bowles.
And we'll see you soon.